Stadium, home to the Lobos of the University of New Mexico, and the fans here are fired up for this clash. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Lobos will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the App State Mountaineers offense takes the field for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grant behind the line. It's Olsen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So New Mexico's offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah. Some flashes of why you should trust in Reese, but here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Vasquez. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the tight end. Give to the back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Lobos will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wide open, makes the catch. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Mountaineers will go for it. down. Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Olsen. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Offense, quick tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Looking to throw, it's Vasquez. Using the quick game. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Back to pass on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting.
Hauls it in. Quickly. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll keep it on the ground. Bust through behind his pad. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, I love the physicality there. Backed up deep down in your own end. We're going to have to get hats on hats and give our running back an opportunity to make somebody miss, use that speed. I don't know if they were necessarily anticipating a long run like that, David, but hey, they just completely flipped the field.
Yeah, and a bad job by the defense because you are anticipating run. You know offensive coordinators don't want to drop back, throw the football out of their own goal line where they can get a safety. They want to hand it off, create some space, so you didn't meet that physical challenge. You knew the run was coming. Got to do a better job.
Got his man downfield. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Got a man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Lobos will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Vasquez. Under fire. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, New Mexico! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a...
Turning it on! And he gets the 1st down, but, man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Pringle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They go to the draw. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option. The give. Powers through the defender. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Dropping back, it's Vasquez. Quick strike complete.
Guys, let's talk a little bit about New Mexico.
They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the...
There he goes. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Clinton. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Lobos will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Clinton.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to throw, it's Vasquez. Firing to the right, complete. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Lobos started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to get rid of it. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque.
Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Finds his man. It's Callaway. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. This offense has it with really good field position. Skips away from pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line. Off the play fake. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
On target. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Mountaineers have moved it inside the 20. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Mountaineers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw again. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Extra point here will tie the game. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all or assume...
Touchdown, Appalachian State! And that one will give them the lead.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, they're after him. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Lobos are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Lobos pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The sure hands. It's Clinton. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Looking to pass. It's Vasquez. Caught over the middle. It's Clinton. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Lobos are threatening in the red zone. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Shakes off the defender. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. And the Mountaineers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Back to pass, it's Hoffman. Starting to feel a little pressure. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Lots of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached a break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Lobos! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, New Mexico! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the ground game. Finds a little space. Got enough for the first. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. They're dealing with a second and long. This time it's complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Mountaineers in the hurry-up. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. And here comes the punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. To the air, it's Hoffman. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Oh, he's got a chance. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Lobos will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Clinton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Drag down. Liddell move the sticks for a first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense. They're
trying to rumble in. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Into the house. Touchdown, Lobos!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. The thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it own hands.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it.